Perfect. So before you're going to start with entering the conference template, and the conference template, I would say, is the most difficult part of the whole, hospitality business, because there are a lot of factors we need to take care about. So before I'm going to show you the template, I would like you to get, the clarity regarding how you're going to structure your conference revenue department. To get our budget ready for conference in a conference department is to have a clarity about what kind of events we're going to have in our hotel and how we're going to be pricing those events. So we are talking about the strategy, not the execution of the budget. For the budget, we only just need to have already what we have, envision how we would like to manage the department and, get our money into the hotel. So usually in a conference department, it's obvious you have a two type of the pricing strategies. One pricing strategy is per event or per item pricing, or daily delegate rates, daily delegate package. Per event or per item pricing is very simple. You simply decide that you would like to have some rent, that you would like to have pricing per number of attendees. And it is not bundle pricing like daily delegate rate. When it comes to the daily delegate rate, this is the bundle pricing when we are saying that we have morning coffee break, afternoon coffee break, we have a lunch, we have a beverage package. We may also include the part of the rental, maybe AV equipment. So it is giving us a completely different, let's say, approach how the revenue should look like. And because it may also happen that we combine both type of the pricing strategies in conference department as per the type of the event. So you may say, for example, there will be one evening event where you're going to charge your conference rental, and then we're going to charge per, cocktail, for example, the food and beverage. But during the day, you're going to have a conference and you will be charging daily delegate rate. So we need to really make sure that we understand how we're going to structure the whole business around the conference to simply be able then in a template to say, okay, I am going to have so many half-day events, so many full-day events, and then how many of them are going to be priced per daily delegate rate, and how many are going to be priced per event or item. So if you do it a little bit more complicated, like usually it is, because sometimes you do the pricing per client's needs. Sometimes, it is all about, let's say, wedding. You are organizing the wedding and they don't pay any rent. They don't have any daily delegate rate, and you are charging per lunch, dinner separately for the DJ or for the music, for example. And then you have a conference clients who are coming to you, and you are also promoting this. So it's also the marketing aspect of how you are getting your clients to say, okay, guys, whoever is organizing the event up to 50 people, the price per person, including 2 free breaks, 1 lunch and 1 beverage package, basic AV equipment and a rental is 55 euro, 75 euro. So you are making it also easy for your clients. And this is the whole magic and the nightmare at the same time about how we have to approach the conference revenue. So we will definitely need for you to define if you will be using the combination of daily delegate rate pricing and per event or item pricing. You can also decide not to combine it. So you say, okay, they will pay always per rental, they will pay always per item or per event. Or you may say, in my hotel, it's only daily delegate rate. This is how we're going to do it, because it's, simplify everything in our operations. Then you need to come up with some projection of your business. So it means you need to define how many events you're going to have for a full day and for a half day. And then you can also define what kind of events it is going to be. Is it going to be the evening celebration of something? Is it going to be a wedding? Is it going to be the business breakfast? Is it going to be conference? All these kind of things should be kind of clear for you before you will start working on the template. Then, if you're gonna go for combining per event or item and daily delegate rate pricing, you need to make sure that you understand, as soon as you're gonna work with the template, what is the utilization of those attendees using daily delegate rate. So for example, you're gonna be having some events and you say, okay, 50% of those delegates, I believe, based on my strategy and my vision for my hotel, I believe 50% will be sold through the daily delegate rate. So then you're gonna work out through the utilization. Something similar we have had already in food and beverage template. So you are already familiar a little bit more regarding this, metric. Then we're gonna need to understand and have a clarity on what will be the selling price of those items, either rental, DJ, audiovisual equipment, flowers, rental of few things, also F&B pricing. And the F&B pricing, we're gonna do it categorized per event type, like we have done it in the food and beverage department. So it means you're gonna say morning coffee break, afternoon coffee break, lunch basic, lunch premium, dinner standard, dinner fine dining, all these kind of categories per dining event. And then we're gonna also need to clarify if you will be going for the more than 1 year budgeting, what will be the annual increase, 5%, 10%, and you always do it again as per the event type or the F&B activities. Then we will definitely need, again, the direct costs. So we will need to define how much we are paying in terms of food and beverage cost, and how many employees we're going to be employing in this department. Very important in this case is usually the typical USALI approach to conference department is that it is a part of F&B department. But because we have a different templates and different approach to the templates and a calculation behind it, I have decided to separate it. So in our format of the USALI, we're going to have a food and beverage department, and then we're going to have a conference department. So in your conference department template, you will need to tell the template which employees are going to work in that particular department. So it means you can either to take a, let's say, partial costs from food and beverage department and put it into the conference. Or you may say, I am not going to have any employees in my conference, and all are in being accounted, let's say, being counted in food and beverage. Or you have someone who is only taking care of the conference department, then you will include them in this template. So this is also, it gives you a little bit more, let's say, food for thought to think like how you're going to structure that. And if that person is on a payroll and it is not in the morning, they are doing the breakfast, in the afternoon, they are doing the conferences, then in the evening, they are also coming for a fine dining and serving during the fine dining dinner, then it's better to keep it simply, in one template and not, not dividing this. But it's up to you how you would like to structure that. So this is very important regarding those numbers and employees. And in the last part, of course, we have also in a conference department, we have also the commission-based business. So you also need to make sure that you understand what is your distribution cost using some partnership. You can have some DMCs, you can have some travel agencies and companies, you are maybe paying them the commission, so you're simply going to go through this process as well. Some of those partners are only giving you business in the conference business, okay? And the commission will be always calculated only on that conference revenue. So if there is a business partner, for example, some DMC which is giving you the revenue in rooms, revenue in typical restaurant business, and then in a conference business, you will use the same partner, and it will just simply deduct and calculate the revenue as per the partner, as per the template. So this is also very important. And then the last part, manually entered revenue for a conference or F&B conference revenue or additional costs related to the employees will be also available for you in a template to be able to enter those costs and the revenue. So, and it will, again, everything transfer to the yearly overview, and from the yearly overview, it's going to be pushed to our business, to our budget on a master level. So taking all those 4 templates, rooms, food and beverage, conference, and spa and wellness into one, and creating lovely USALI format of our profit and loss statement. So get your clarity for the next year. You may use your past details, like get an overview, how many events you used to have, what is the ideal client maybe you would like to attract in the future. Because one thing is creating the budget is you can take whatever you had this year and you increase it by 5%. Lovely. It's easy. But then if you would like to change it, or if you would like to elevate your business, you really need to envision what you would like to see in your hotel in the future. And then we are talking about, okay, it may be there is a need for me to maybe restructure number of clients or number of events, because if I would like to, open the space to someone else, I need to say no to someone who is simply not anymore, fitting partner for my business. Okay, so do not hesitate to say no to some clients if you envision for something better, something higher, something bigger, because you simply have to leave something what is not serving you anymore. And it's in the hospitality industry, it's happening quite a lot that we have to say goodbye to some clients, either conference or, also through the segmentation in a rooms division. So this is the preparation for the conference tab. And it's, as I mentioned, is getting complicated. So please try to get the clarity and talk to your team and see how you can handle the things. So then when we start entering the data, there are not so many questions asked.